Well, here we are with Dr. Jessica Purcell and Alan Belsford. And I'm really excited because it seems to me that you are taking some students to Switzerland and you're going to have a very interesting course there. Now, the other thing I understand, and you can correct me on all of this and I want to hear all about it, but I seem to recall that this is going to be summer A, but the dates aren't completely locked in yet. So anyone who wants to know more about this will be able to email you. Is that correct?
That's
Absolutely.
Exactly right.
Yep.
Great. So start out by telling me a little bit about where you're going, what you'll be doing, what the students will be involved with. Let's just start with that.
Okay, so we're looking forward to taking students to one of our favorite tiny villages in the Swiss Alps. We actually have a long-term research program going there where we're studying social organization and the genetic basis of various social traits in ants. And so we love going to this.
Wait. So when I was in first grade, I was put on a special thing to study ants, and I went to the library all by myself to study ants, and everybody made fun of me. I won't make fun of you. I really do want a little more information about what it is you're going to be studying specifically about the ants. So talk to someone like me who is a performing arts person so that I get a little bit more of this, because the people interested are going to understand this topic better.
Okay.
So one of the key areas of our research on ants in this valley in Switzerland is finding out the genes that control social organization. So whether ant colonies will have one queen where all the workers are sisters, or if they have many queens and the workers are sometimes not related to the other workers in the colony.
So this is information that we don't have already, right?
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's further research. We're expanding and extrapolating from what we've known about entomology before.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. And genetics. So it's kind of an exciting cross section between entomology and ecology, and then really cutting edge research in genomics.
Wow. Oh, this is exciting. So why Switzerland?
Well, we actually were both postdocs in Switzerland. So we spent a number of years there and we absolutely fell in love with the culture, the food, and the scenery. So we want to share it. And then on top of that, we already launched some research projects there. So this provides us an opportunity to share our research with students and at the same time share this really wonderful cultural experience that we both appreciate and just enjoy having every year.
Now, will there be any prerequisites for this course?
Yeah, so the course will require the life sciences core. So with biology and chemistry and statistics, we may be willing to discuss for particularly motivated and prepared students waiving some of those prerequisites, but at a minimum, students should have taken biology 5C because we really build on the concepts covered in that class.
Okay, well, I can't go then. So what are some of the cultural benefits of what this trip is going to provide? And what sorts of activities will you be doing? Where will you be going? What will you be seeing? Who will you be interacting with?
So what's neat with this village, it's a really different experience, both because we're in a foreign country where, I mean, people do speak English in Switzerland, which makes it a lot easier to travel than some places. But I mean, it's a very different experience in Southern California. And then on top of that, we have the additional cultural experience of visiting a small insular village where, I mean, the permanent population of our village is about 75 inhabitants. So it's a small place. And because of that, we've become very friendly with a lot of the people who live and work there. So we'll be staying at a nice hostel, and we have these wonderful Italian style meals, and get to know the staff and, you know, people from the area. On top of that, we are in Switzerland, which is a small country, and we're very close to some really remarkable cultural sites. So we visit cities like Locarno, and especially we're especially excited. We get to go to a botanical garden on an island that's quite famous in the middle of Lago Maggiore. And then we also go to Bellinzona, which has a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There's a series of castles there that are just really cool. So we'll have a cultural tour there. We fly into Milan in Italy. So we see the famous cathedral, which took something like 700 years to build and is really spectacular. And then on top of that, we're biologists and we love being outside. So we'll be hiking. We're going to take a tram up towards a glacier so we can see a glacier in the high Alps. So there will be just lots of opportunities to have this small village experience and also visit some of the major cities in the area. And our students last year, or in 2018, when we ran the course for the first time, they studied things as diverse as like bumblebees along elevation gradients and grasshoppers. They studied sexual selection in beetles. And then I had a student who continued on in my laboratory who studied learning in ants. So she brought a whole new dimension of research to my lab, which was really exciting.
There's no language requirement for this, correct?
There's not.
And how many students are you hoping to take?
We have capped the course at 20, and we would be thrilled to take 20. I think we're aiming for 12 to 20 students.
Can you give me what your emails are right now so that they can reach out to you and find out the cost and the timing and any other particulars that they might need to know before they apply?
Absolutely. So students can write to either of us. My email is jpurcell@ucr.edu.
And my email is alan.brailsford@ucr.edu.
What are some of the benefits that students would be able to see in future employment or career positions by knowing what they're going to be learning with the two of you?
So one thing about that is kind of bring us back to who the students will be interacting with, because in addition to meeting the residents of this small village, Bosco Gurin, we invite every week some of our former colleagues and friends from around Switzerland who are biology researchers in evolution and genetics and ecology.
As I've gotten more and more involved with UC Riverside, I am so incredibly impressed with the quality of faculty, programs, curriculum. And of course, this university is just stellar in all of the STEM subjects.
We're so enthusiastic about the outdoors. I think if you feel like you want to explore the outdoor world and take your classes outside, this is a great course for you. We spend as much time as we possibly can outside. The natural scenery is absolutely stunning, and I think it will blow you away. So we hope to welcome you in Switzerland and show you around.
Thank you so much. This sounds absolutely wonderful, and it's a pleasure to meet both of you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you so much.